You're listening to the Saturday Night Gaming Podcast, Project Paradox. Hope you enjoy.
And welcome back. This is Project Paradox. I am Tony, your GM. I'll be narrating tonight and guiding you through this wacky world that we have. But before we get started, I want to remind you to click like, share, and subscribe. And I'll let my cast and crew introduce themselves and their characters, and maybe a small brief, if they remember, example of what they've been through in the past few sessions. We'll go ahead and start at my right.
I'm Jessica. I'm playing Brigitte. Danny, what was I doing? I think there was a god coming.
A seraphim, yeah.
Or something. Where are we?
Yeah, we're waiting for him
We're
so
at
I
my
can
base.
talk to him.
We're at his base.
I'm basically
I remember going
Barry
to your
Allen
base.
of this universe.
I remember meeting some people at your base.
Doctor?
Oh, yeah, and she did some brain stuff to all of us. And she shaved my aura, and she did something to Ronnie's brain.
She turned him up to 11.
Right. She wanted to do something
Yeah,
to
there
you.
was Mud.
Mud was here.
Mud was here.
Mud
like
was
the
here. That's right.
well, he was
Where did he
downloaded.
go? I'm
Like
glad
his
he's
memories
not
were
here
downloaded
anymore.
into the.
Mud has been brought here.
Yeah, he's still here.
I think she must
I
have him
assume.
somewhere because I don't see him anymore.
Yeah. No, he's over there. He's behind you.
Yeah.
He's right behind you.
That's all I remember. What happened right after this, Doctor? That was it? We were just waiting for this.
Yeah,
person?
Mud had just got all his memories downloaded into that body of the person that was worshiping me after they gave him a lobotomy at my request. Oh, they didn't do it exactly the way I requested it. So it's not on me. I'm just trying to be
Alright.
helpful.
Well, there you go.
So he's no longer looking for eyes. And he can see now, and his name is Mud.
All right. Before we get too carried away just talking about Mud, we'll go ahead and get to the next player.
I'm Ronnie. I'm playing Maziel DeGrain, and he, like what Dan said, just had his mind turned up to 11.
Well,
is receiving-
skeptically. Right, you were skeptical about it at first?
Well, of course. He doesn't trust anybody.
Yeah. I didn't trust this lady either. She's not very nice.
I trust her. She's a doctor.
But now he is hearing voices really loud.
So she made you able to hear voices. Is it my voice?
Yes, it's
Are you hearing my voice right now?
right now?
Is it because I'm talking out loud?
Yes.
I'm Dan. I am playing Zix, formerly Zarash Kenfang / Cogswiggle. And we came here to introduce my brother and our party to the doctor, and then we suddenly realized that her medical license was about to be revoked and decided we should probably be running.
Fair enough. All right, Banana Boy.
My name is Sam Danson. I'm made of electricity, and I'm the fastest man alive.
Somewhat, yeah.
Yeah.
At least on this planet so far. All right. Well, I think that brings everybody up to date. I'm glad you mentioned that. You actually take control of Cogswiggle for us from now on, if you don't mind.
Will do.
Should I be Mud?
If I get too many NPCs, I will
Is
be
that your
confused.
brother, Cogswiggle? Okay, good. Because every time you try to be him, I was thinking you were somebody else. Maybe he'll be like a little less creepy.
He should be the same amount of creepy.
No,
Don't
he should
change
be
that
less
about him.
creepy. Please make him less creepy.
McClay, yes, you can be Mud if you like.
Is he
I
still
don't
riding
want
in
to.
Brigitte's
In voice only, not as a player
No, he's
character.
running around.
I don't think I can pull off Mud.
Because he was hiding in your backpack
I'm
at
not
the end
that
of the
good
last
of
session.
an actor.
I have no.
All right. So the alarms are blaring. There's alarms going off. The lights on the walls are basically doing the klaxon alarm kind of thing. Yes.
Well, that's alarming.
That's alarming.
That's the intent.
And the doctor, Solanine, told you, Malik the Red, he showed up like this is his base. This belongs to him. It falls under that military jurisdiction. But he's been gone for quite some time. I've been guiding my own experiments, and I need him not to find out. This is not to end well, basically.
What would you have us do?
Well, that's an interesting question. Should we burn all the research and every piece of evidence? Mm-hmm. Blow up the installation?
That was my first inclination. Didn't know if you wanted to save any of it.
The only things we need to save have 2 legs and can run.
Oh, good.
All of my research is represented in the experimentation that I've done upon you and your kin, and now some of your interesting friends.
We're friends?
Not you.
Yes, oh. Why can't we be friends?
Because you're made of electricity.
Well, you're anti-electrite?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. You're too godlike. I stand against the deities.
Oh.
Probably don't say that on.
Like, how close do you stand against us?
I have deicism. I'm a deicist.
Anti-deist.
So, do you have a red button to push?
I can get out of the installation. But in order for us to cause it to fall into collapse, there are 3 different power points that need to be sent into overcharge.
I can't help you there. I was never good at office.
We need a electric type person to do this, along with people with intelligence.
To know Excel?
These are just power stations that need to be overcharged.
Oh, so I have to give up some of my energy.
Yes, of course.
Didn't I just get supercharged?
Yes, of course.
I feel supercharged.
You feel great.
Yeah.
So go do this.
Right now?
Sure. But take them with you to keep you on point. You don't seem to maintain focus.
What? I have lightning quick wit.
So, you are quite witty.
Where am I going?
All right, so she's going to load up the schematics of the installation.
Okay.
To basically allow you to see where the power stations will be. It'd be like backup generators and such. They just need to be put into... All the safeties need to be removed. Okay. And they need to be overflowing power so that the place, when it blows, it's going to blow sky high.
Got it. So...
And while doing so, avoid the Red Guard. And at the same time, also don't get killed by Malik.
That's good advice.
Oh, I thought this was going to be too hard.
Of course.
I will try to act as guide, following the map that she showed us, since I should be familiar with the facility.
All right. Now, as you're getting yourselves together, you do look up at the monitors. And what you see in the main port would be these people and this leader, this general, getting out of helicarriers. They're basically like larger helicopters. You can tell that he looks very prim and proper and proud of himself, wearing a mask with large demonic horns that grow forth, blackened armor, and all the trim accents and cloth that come off of his armor, crimson red, and his entire guard that follows behind him also wearing the accents of crimson red.
Okay.
They seem to move in direct precision with his movements. So nothing that they do is out of line with him, and he is not even issuing forth verbal commands.
Almost as though he were actually controlling all of them.
Possibly.
Yeah. Okay. That would be much simpler as long as we don't get noticed. Probably try to lead them to the one that's closest to where he is first, so that we can knock that one out and be moving away from him for the rest of the time.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Talk to them, convince them.
Yes?
I'll go with anything y'all say. I'm just here to
Y'all on
narrate.
board
I'm convinced.
with following me to the one that's closest to
I
the
don't
guy?
know.
What are we trying to do again?
We're trying to self-destruct this facility, but make it look like an overloaded experiment
Yeah, I am gonna overload
that
it.
somehow bypassed all the safety protocols.
I'm gonna bypass
Oh.
all.
Ideally exploding the place while he's inside.
Whoa, whoa! No one talks about murder here.
Oh, it's not murder.
Okay.
It's deicide.
Wait a second. I'm a deity. I'm killing my
No,
own
it's just
kind.
your
It
pretend
gets me out of
brother.
here, sure.
Okay.
No, I am obviously.
You honestly think that destroying a facility will actually be enough to kill one of the Seraphim?
Yeah. That's right. What he said. Wait, are you
I
talking?
doubt it. Anyway,
I'm down.
down,
Let's do it.
down.
Yeah, I'm down.
We're down.
I'm down
All right.
with the sickness.
So there would be a generator station near the heliport.
Mhm.
That's where you'd be heading to.
Okay.
All right. So while you're leaving the laboratory, you see Dr. Solonine's getting her things together, and the gentleman with no eyes, well, cybernetic eyes, is right behind her carrying stuff. Hurry, stay with me. I need your help. I will always be here to save you. Don't worry.
Is that mud?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
All right. So maneuvering out into the hallways now.
Uh-huh.
Not going to make y'all do any checks on the way there. However, if you are walking through the hallways, if you're interested in just reading thing on any doors or maybe picking up anything that's worth noticing, I'll allow y'all to do any kind of perception checks you want to do now.
I'm gonna perceive.
Well, you're gonna try to. Here's the thing: we don't
Ooh,
have the lucky one today.
That's nice. Where's the lucky die?
Oh, I don't know. Tony hasn't gotten him out yet.
Oh, thank you, sir. 20.
So 20,
18.
Close.
That is the lucky die. That's the irritation.
22.
So it's 18
22?
plus. Let's say I have a P. Was I just
Proficient.
1
That's one.
plus 1? So that's 19. And then perceiving is intelligence.
Wisdom.
I have.
Investigation is intelligence. If you're investigating,
Investigation.
that's different
I
than just
have-
perceiving.
I also have investigate.
Okay, so if you have investigate, this is the way I want everybody to understand it. If you are just walking through an area and you want to perceive something of notice,
Yeah.
that means that you're not focused on one thing, looking for one thing. You're just saying, I'm casually looking through the area, trying to
Yeah.
perceive what's going on. If you are investigating, you are saying, this book of interest that I have perceived or that I have seen needs to be investigated, and I am putting all of my points into reading and understanding or whatever
Okay.
this
Or-
book.
Is there like
or
a
I'm
book?
specifically searching this room for this.
Correct. So if you're going to investigate, I want you to tell me exactly what it is you're looking for. If you're going to perceive, just give me your best roll and perceive the area.
Okay, I'm going
I see
to.
nothing.
I got
Too
a
distracted.
19.
I'm gonna look. Where am I?
You're walking through the hallways. at
I'm
this
gonna
point.
look in the hallway.
All right. So you're just perceiving. That's what you're saying.
I guess.
Okay. All right.
So I rolled 20.
So she
23.
basically sees nothing. She's more concerned with making sure that she's got all of her liquor bottles and her backpack and everything put
course.
together. More focused on the task at hand.
Plus,
Now-
I found a stowaway in my backpack. Well,
And
it's
forced him to
very
start
distracting.
walking.
And as he pops his head up, what does he say?
It's very distracting.
I was trying to make the bottles lighter.
I told you to leave the bottles alone.
The liquid's still
Get
in
out.
you.
Get out of the backpack.
Okay. I guess
No more backpack for you.
Sass will get out and start walking behind Brigitte,
Yep, that's about right.
helping you hold the backpack up, obviously.
Correct, obviously. All right, so 22 on perception for DeGrain.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just call you Bones from here on out? Okay, that's just easier for me to remember.
Wait, are you at
So for Bones, you actually see that one of the labs that you're walking past has a large extreme danger sticker across the front of it, and that catches your attention. And then you see like the little plaque next to it, and it says something about trans-dimensional interface. Did you roll for perception, sir?
I got a 19.
You easily see some toolbox that was left in the hallway, and you step over it.
Can I
You did not knock it over.
grab that toolbox?
Indeed, you can.
I would like to grab that toolbox.
You can add that to your toolbox.
Well, I am going to investigate this trans-dimensional thing.
Okay, and Sam,
Yeah,
you said you got a what?
I
You had
got 23.
23?
Total.
All right. So you would also, as he begins to investigate this room, when he opens it up, you would notice that your perception is on a energy level.
Yes.
And you can tell that whatever is going on within that room is of a very high energy reading. Like the frequency that the electrical pattern would be putting out to you is
It's ridiculous.
ridiculously high, yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's frighteningly high.
All right, so
Pulling a lot of power.
Bones, as you walk into that lab, you can tell that the lights are off, like nobody's manning the area, but many of the nodes, PowerPoints, stuff like that, there are blinking lights like on each of the circuit boards and whatnot, but the rest of the lab seems to be very dim and dark, to where you can't quite make out what some of the machinery is. Now,
Am I aware
Brigitte-
that the two of them went in that room?
you were aware enough to not trip over a toolbox. I think you're aware enough to know if two people kind of sidetrack. Like as you're picking up the toolbox, you look up and you're like, "Oh, come on!" They just walk into this room.
Where did I end up?
You're walking with him.
Oh, okay.
Zazzle's helping you carry the backpack.
I'm about to make him walk in front.
Probably, I would be aware of what that room's being used for, I'm guessing.
Maybe, maybe not.
Okay.
I mean, you might just have been detained to exactly what you're supposed to know and what you're supposed to do. You can roll for intelligence to see if you remember learning anything about it, or if you ever learned anything about it.
Yeah. I got a 7 on that roll.
This is not something that you were entrusted with.
Gotcha.
Probably something that you were directly kept away from.
Hey guys, that room's marked as dangerous for a reason. I usually stay out of rooms that are marked as dangerous.
You gotta live a little.
Although,
It does say trans-dimensional, and that is what interests me in particular.
something this wired in probably has access to all of the power. We might be able to force an overload from this room.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Voice calls out.
Voice.
This is the way. Follow the way. Join me. We can have so much power. We can have so much fun.
Did anybody else hear that?
No, you don't hear
Yeah, I know.
He wants you
Aw.
feel that this room, getting it powered on, is very important to you, or what's going on with your mind. So this right here would be to inspire you to get this room working.
So you can get this room working, is what you're saying.
I definitely think I could overload the circuits somehow. Maybe if we turn the power all the way up.
Yeah, let's get the power on.
I'm talking to Zazzle about how to
All right.
overload the circuits.
And Zazel would basically be telling you, like, well, the same way that you'd be able to put enough power in this room would be the same way that Dr. Solanine is talking about blowing the installation. However, I'm sure that there would be some sort of converter coupling that you would need to remove if you wanted to make it dangerous to the point of explosion. But first, yeah, you'd probably have to get the backup generators completely focusing all the power into this area, yes.
Yes, that's what I want to
Okay.
do.
Uh,
I'm good at that.
would you have any indication on how to do that?
Yes.
Oh, indications, knowledge, complete mental superiority. I'm sure I do. Give me an intelligence roll.
And I've got to remember what his stats are.
You don't have the sheet in your box?
I do, but I don't think I ever actually rolled
Oh.
him.
Okay.
So I'm trying to find his stats on my sheet. There we go. Yeah, we never actually put stats on him because he was an NPC.
Okay, I got you. Well, then what you can do, since I know that you would have rolled him up as a science character, you can take your highest stat and roll that as intelligence.
Okay.
Intelligence. Intelligence.
Right. I'm going to press him to think harder.
Ah, yes. Basically twist his arm behind his back.
Just
Come on, brother, you gave him a noogie.
Just remind him that that's not what a power coupling looks like.
Yes.
Okay.
That, again, is almost like when he says, this is going to be fun.
That
Oh, it
evil
is.
laughing.
I went from a 5 to a 1 plus 10.
That's not good, man.
Yes, of course, I know what a power coupling converter looks like. Don't challenge me. And he is very convincing in letting you know that he knows exactly what all these diagrams
he
are and
reaches
what they'll do.
Grab something.
I think that basically he's convinced you that if you take him to the generators, he can get them all working, and that he, like, y'all go do that. He'll stay here and remove the power coupling.
Oh, yeah. That seems smart.
Let's do it.
I'm on board with that. He can get the thing working as long as we get the generators online.
I'll protect him.
Okay. So he wants to stay here and
That's smart too, with all
That
of
is
the
smart.
red guard walking around.
I don't think so.
I guess I'm going with you.
Okay.
Electricity, Sam, what are you doing?
I am. Am I done perceiving the hallway?
you perceived the hallway, remember? And then you perceived the energy in this room, and you followed Bones into the room.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
We're
about
in the
when
room.
you got sidetracked and started playing with some lint in your pocket.
We're in the room. Dude is going to try to fix
It's
the
the
thing.
static electricity that I'm interested in.
I'm going with him to try to do something else.
And we need somebody to go along with us to spark the generators back online.
Have you tried static electricity?
You know, it might be helpful if
Yeah.
you come with us so you
I
can
could rub my hands together.
could
and
spark
create
them.
And if you
electricity.
could put a spark between the generators.
Can I use it for that? A spark between us?
to convince the generator to come back
You
on.
can use this for that.
Body explosion?
No, electric ball.
All right, let's go. Let's do this.
To the action.
To the action.
So the three of you are going to maneuver through the hallways.
Tell Bones to close the door behind us. Don't let anybody else in.
So there's Bones and Cogswiggle.
Yeah.
We're being filmed right
And
now.
as they all like walk out and you slam your hand on the door and the door slams shut, like a shunk, you know, one of those sliding sci-fi doors. As soon as they walk out, Cogswiggle turns and looks at you and he says, "You cool?
I'm fine.
Then check this out." Thunk. And he pulls out this large jug. He says, "You want to sip?"
Nah, I'm good.
More for me.
There's one thing I know about electrical engineers. They work better after they've had some alcohol.
Of course.
It helps
And then he
the
starts
electricity flow.
wiring stuff and playing with panels. He's like, "Did you know if you remove this screw, this whole panel comes up? That seems safe." All right, now for the rest of you, you're maneuvering through the hallways. I'm not going to take you down every single corridor, but you are getting close to the helipad now. So if you want to make it from the hallway that you're in, across the opening of the helipad to the building that has the generator inside of it, you're going to need to roll for stealth. Or cause a big enough distraction that would give somebody a bonus for stealth.
Could I pop
Whatever you
inside?
want
Does
to do.
anyone have a radio?
I have stealth.
Yeah, I mean, I have gadgets.
No, you can tell that
But
the
you
Red
could
Guard
also
and
teleport
the
where
Seraphim
we're
are
going.
out there.
Yeah.
Right? Can't you
I
do
have
that?
stealth.
It's not really
can
teleport.
roll.
I'm just moving really fast.
Oh, I rolled a 17.
That's good though, right?
Yes. So, I'm going to be stealthy here, so it's Dex.
Uh-huh.
15, 6. Wait, I did really bad math.
I don't even have to do math.
26. It's not defense, right? It's not
No, yeah, you succeeded in your stealth, but I would caution you to look at your teammate's face.
Well, I'm stealthy. I don't. Whatever you did was.
You said
that's all
something
you
about
did.
causing a distraction. Trying to decide whether I want to give you one of these
How
many do
bad
you
is
have
it?
left?
or I want one of these.
It's that bad?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Wait, it's a 1?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Second time in a row.
All right.
my God.
First, let's resolve Sam. Sam?
Yeah.
Here,
Go ahead and
roll
make your
this
roll.
for stealth.
Stealth.
It's a 3. Neither of you guys are stealthy, man.
All
Why
right,
am I the
I'm
only
going to
stealthy
go ahead
one?
and just take it.
I'm
Do you
running
want to
around with a
maintain that
huge
3,
backpack and I'm more
or
stealthy than you
do
guys.
you want to give me one of your chips?
No, don't take my chips.
You've got 2. You can either re-roll or go with...
He's already. What are you doing, Dan?
I'm thinking about handing over a favor
And
so that I can
rolling.
re-roll.
So okay,
you know,
I should
you-
do that then too. What?
This is
Y'all
weird.
can both roll horribly again. It's not a
Can I-
guarantee.
It's going to be more fun if we roll back,
Can I
right?
wait for
Sometimes.
Dan to roll
Says
first?
the person who succeeded in their roll.
And then
It's
if,
gonna be okay, guys. Y'all do your
Listen, I have a
thing.
huge
Y'all
backpack,
have
and
fun.
I can't be that stealthy. If y'all are going to be not stealthy, I'm obviously going to get caught in whatever
Well,
kerfluffle is about to happen.
we're potentially causing the distraction for you.
No, I'm not going to go without you. Obviously, we'll all be caught in the...
okay,
He's
Chaos.
re-rolling McClay.
so depending on his roll, I will either.
I think you need to
I have to do it
individuality.
now.
Are you going to try and make it with Birgitta, or are you?
I'm not going to go without them. Why is this... Like, I'm not going to run while he gets caught by
All right, go ahead and
whoever.
re-roll. McClay, you're not Swanson.
What I get?
4.
I did better.
You did do better. How much better did you do?
I got up to a 16.
Oh,
That is a lot better.
that's a lot better.
Hop in. Can he
one.
hop in my
made the
gadget
wrong
since he
decision.
rolled
Okay.
badly?
No, he rolled badly. So
Ugh.
He's shiny.
basically, as y'all open the door and you look out, you see that they seem to be distracted by something for the moment being. And you all look at the girl with the big backpack who's usually failing all stealth checks and
She does good.
go first, you know?
Yeah.
Like basically what the assumption would be, like, go first, we'll cover you.
Yeah.
And so as she starts running across the helipad towards the door, right out behind her is Zix.
Yeah.
And you're running with her. You're maintaining your speed and everything. She's about to get to the door. She's unlocking it and opening it as he comes out. Like lightning. He's trying to run so fast that he'll be there before anybody can notice. But he runs so fast with so much lightning, he runs straight into one of the guards.
No.
The two of them tumble over, and as you see that she's made it inside the door, you stop and you turn back because you notice that he's fallen to the ground with this soldier, and one of the soldiers looks up and sees you.
I'm going to use my psychokinesis to close the door behind her.
What?
So
Do I get a choice about this?
So that they don't see you.
No choice.
Yep, the opportunity here will be whether or not he succeeds or fails in his psychokinesis.
Well, can I like put my foot in the door? I don't want to leave them out there.
I think he's trying to save you right now before you
I know. That is very gallant of you, but...
That's 26?
Yes. So you make it inside the door. Like as soon as you get inside the door, before you even know what's going on, the door just slams behind you. And of course, you know, you'd probably turn around and try to see what's going on with it. But the door has, unless you have some sort of a sonic frequency tool, you can't get this door open.
I'm really strong.
If you would like to turn into stone and start bashing this door open, your choice.
Is there a window on the door?
No.
What?
No.
There's not like a
They
peephole?
don't have like a little peephole to see out of this secured power generator.
Well...
On the bright side, if somebody's going to damage an electric device,
I don't even know what I'm
somebody
doing in
who's
here.
covered in stone would be able to do it.
No, this is crazy sauce. Y'all are on top of this thing, totally exposed. There's no way I'm going to like leave y'all out there.
I'm going...
Well, first, Sam, because you've made your second maneuver. Sam, you are on the ground with this red soldier, and he's staring right at you. His eyes seem to be a blank white, but angry.
We are not
His eyebrows, you can tell, are very angry.
He's very angry.
But his eyes are a blank milky white.
Oh.
We're
I
not necessarily in combat.
tell him he has beautiful eyes.
And
Spark between us. Let me roll for spark between us.
you tell him he has beautiful eyes. Yeah, roll spark between them.
Where's the...
Oh, sorry.
She stole it.
It's milky white.
1.
What? Are you kidding me?
It's a 1, dude. No, I'm sorry. Wait.
That is
Yeah,
a
it's a 1.
That is
Plus...
Time.
Here you go.
Plus 11.
I'm pulling
That's
out
for
the
you.
That's 12.
special dice.
So you tell him that his eyes are beautiful, and what you hear is a very guttural growl. Just this.
Okay. Can I react to that?
I'll allow you to react. Yeah.
I will
Is your
acknowledge
reaction
that he is upset. And I'll kiss him on the nose and speed out of there.
All right. So you rolled really badly. So
You're going to try to kiss him on the nose.
you do kiss him on the nose.
You might kiss him somewhere else.
And then as you get up to try and start running, he grabs hold of you.
How? I'm made of electricity. Does he hurt himself?
He has these gauntlets on that seem to ground him.
Oh, so...
In this instance,
he
he
was-
slams you to the ground, and now he's on top of you.
Oh, okay. I'll see how this is
I
going.
would like
Growling.
to go back out the door.
I
Can
tell
get back
him,
out
like,
the door?
I think you have beautiful eyes, but that doesn't mean I'm ready to go all the way.
Dealing with you now.
I want to go help them. I don't like that I'm all alone and they're all alone.
All by myself.
I know you don't want me to come help you.
Don't want you to.
As a player, you know that he doesn't want you to help him. But as a character, how would your character think? What would her bonds be?
Well, I really don't even know what I'm doing here because I wasn't really paying attention. Because, like, as a character, because I had this dude in my backpack. So I know I'm supposed to shut down this thingamajig, right? I know that much. But I don't know how to do it.
That is not what you're supposed to do.
Well, there you go. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. I'm supposed to be with them.
No, I mean, I want you to go full force with whatever you're doing. It's just...
I want to go back through the door.
I just realized that you really weren't paying attention.
No, Brigitte wasn't.
Right, she was not. Turn the juice up. Turning it off.
I did the thing, boss.
I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to shut this off.
I'm supposed to destroy this thing, right? Let me just punch it really hard.
No, we're destroying the base by turning up the juice.
Oh, right. Well, yeah, I can't do that. Okay, so I'm a Viking. Like, what am I going to do with some juice? All right. I am going to
Vikings
go.
are nothing but juice.
I like to rage out and punch this, kick this door, punch this door, do something to this door with my primal Viking.
First off, before we go with the primal,
It's charge-based.
I got you on that. I'm just going to ask you, because I know that you have not armored yourself at all, would you, with your little fleshy bits, hitting this door...
Is that going to be my turn?
Would that do anything to the door?
Well, I'm obviously
going
to punch it with my stone fist.
Right.
This is... I don't think this counts as my turn. I think this is just like I spin this charge and then it applies for the rest of the scene.
True, but doing the magic, casting a spell, normally counts as a turn base.
Right, I would punch it with my big stone fist.
But have you even turned stone yet? Or are you just taking stone out of the ground?
Stone.
When she casts the stone fist,
it just turns?
That's the way we did it in the swamp.
Yeah,
anyway.
my body doesn't turn into stone. I'm not like Ben Grimm.
That's sad if
when
you
I,
say
when
that,
I get the
that's
stone
what I think
fist,
is
my
awesome
fist
about it.
just turns into a big stone fist, and I punch something really hard.
Like
that
Hellgirl.
still sounds like Ben Grimm to me.
She's like Hellgirl.
But I don't have
Gotcha.
to turn into stone form first to do it.
Gotcha. All right.
Now, I do have stone skin, which probably would be useful because it gives me my DR. But I just really want to punch this door, and I'm pissed, and I have my rage on, which gives me +2 strength and +1 damage, and I just want to punch it.
All right, well, spin the charge. It all makes sense to me in this moment, and I have no argument against it.
15. Yay! So that means that I got a 18, 29 to punch this door really hard to open it.
All right. So,
Hold
Zix.
on. So that's 9 damage to the door and an additional +2 strength for myself until the duration of the scene is over.
Gotcha. Zix, as you are standing there, you see him slammed to the ground by the guard. And he's just like slamming him down. Electricity's kind of like spurting off as the guy's like slamming him to the ground.
Yeah.
You go to maneuver to do something, and then you hear this as the whole door is ripped free and flies past you into the crowd of the guards, and they all turn and look and see Brigitte standing in the doorway with this big stone fist going, I don't want you to be alone.
No, I'm actually raged out right now, so I'm I'm like yelling. Yeah, there you go. I'm like yelling like a whole.
She's roiding out.
Do you even bench? You even lift, bro?
I'm like, at this point, this would be like Viking rage, is how I'm imagining.
She's gone
it.
savage
I'm like a
She-Hulk.
Viking, right? I'm like a, what are they called from Valos?
The huntsman.
Huntsman, yeah. I was thinking helmsman, but that doesn't make
That
any sense.
would have been one of the Seaborn.
The only way to return this to a stealth mission is to remove all witnesses.
Yeah, let's kill him. I'm down.
Huh. Cool.
Now, you would see a grouping of them numbering at about 24,
That's a lot.
and Malik.
Is that who landed on him?
Malik turns and looks to see what's going on,
Yeah.
seems to assess the situation, snaps his fingers, and then starts walking into the installation. and a dozen of those soldiers follow him.
Oh, good.
A dozen of them stay behind and are now pulling out blades and knives and massive melee weapons to
I'm still
square off
roaring at
against
him.
you.
I'm kind of like She-Hulk right now.
Well,
First
This-
transformation She-Hulk, though. Like, gonna forget this later, but man, am I gonna smash.
well, this
Rage.
changes the way I was about to play this.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
Probably not going to be able to convince them that I have the situation in hand by taking him under arrest again as an experiment.
Probably not.
So, time to slay.
Actually, time for each of you three.
To roll initiative.
No, to roll defense.
Defense, and then we'll do initiative. That's
Cool.
a good
Don't
idea.
remind him about initiative. He always forgets about that.
Oh, I can't use the big die.
It got stuck in there.
Is this an AoE?
No.
7.
The big dice roll so good, though.
Just roll it on the
22.
table.
Thank you.
No, roll was good. Sorry, I'm swapping out the team because one of them's been trying to kill me all session. You said defense? So that's 8 plus 3 plus 10, so 21.
All right, so 22 and 21.
And that's on my precog with my dex.
All right.
I'm just gonna. So I rolled a 21.
She
on
got
precog.
22.
That die rolled a whole lot better than the last.
The other one in jail.
Steampunk die is in jail right now.
All right, you're all good, bub?
All right.
All right, so go ahead and roll, Sam, for your defensive maneuver.
Oh, I did. I
Sure.
He rolled a
I
7.
rolled a 7.
Oh, what is that total?
Total for defense was that dexterity.
If you're moving, yeah.
If I'm not moving.
If you're not
It's
moving, then you're
dexterity.
going to add it to your con or your.
Oh, let's do dexterity.
Okay.
So that'll be 17 total.
Gotcha. All right. So basically, what will happen is you see a number of them actually. They've got bow and arrow type deals. They remove the bolts from their back and they start shooting out arrows and throwing daggers.
I try and maneuver the guy on top of me.
As she's at the door, these things come at her. She just takes her fist and like swats all the blades that are coming at her. It's still like stoned up.
Yeah.
And she's just like, and like slaps all the blades and arrows down to the ground as you were using dex.
I was using my precog dex.
So basically you see them coming and you're moving, the reactive armor's blocking for you and you're kind of like cartwheeling in and out of the way. You use your extreme speed and you manage to get away from the guard that has you, but you are going to take one arrow to the shoulder as you're running away. That's going to be 4 damage unless you have armor.
I'm dead.
No, you would have had the rest. You probably
I had a
didn't do
rest.
that
I'm
math.
not dead.
Whatever you were at, you probably needed to add 6 HP to
No, why?
because you had a long rest.
Oh yeah. I'm at 4 now.
Okay. Because I know I restored all of your favor points, so I'm sure y'all would have had a long rest.
Yeah.
All right.
Can
that was
I
the
do
defense.
my stone skin?
Yes. So you're casting the stone skin armor.
27.
All right.
I don't even think. Do I have to roll?
No, you don't
It's
have to
on
roll.
me.
You're
Okay. I
self-inflicting.
got a 27.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, but you're self-inflicting yourself, so you're not rolling against anything.
I hope you liked this week's episode of Project Paradox. If you did, make sure to head on over to our website at www.SaturdayNightGamingLLC.com and check out all of our other content. Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. And as always, I hope you have a fantastic week. Until next time, this is Laura Hibbard with Saturday Night Gaming, signing off.